The candle's flame sagged, wax pooling like time gone soft. I stared at it, untouched wine gleaming in the glass the waiter had filled 20 minutes ago. The seat across from me stayed vacant. The maitre d' kept sneaking glances, his expression hovered between sympathy and unease. I'd reserved our usual booth in the back, the one we always chose for anniversaries. Linen napkins, cutlery set just right, the quiet elegance of a piano drifting beneath the soft clink of dinnerware. It was all there. Everything but her. Instead of showing up, she sent a photo. A party scene. Balloons, nachos, a Super Bowl game flickering on a television in the background. She stood with a crowd, someone's arm around her shoulders, someone I didn't recognize. That smirk she wore, the one she thought was charming, now looked smug. Totally forgot. The girls threw this together last minute. Hope you understand. I didn't. But I didn't say that. I didn't reply at all. I stared at the image until my grip on the phone trembled. Then I stood, nodded at the staff like I owed them dignity, and walked outside into the cold. I climbed into my car and shut the door. But I didn't start the engine. I didn't cry. I just sat, watching couples stroll beneath string lights, their laughter echoing faintly. The candlelight had flickered, but out here, the night itself was still. My reflection in the glass looked unfamiliar, like someone I used to know. And then, without hesitation, I opened my phone and searched for escape. Just 3 words. One-way ticket. I picked the farthest place I could go. Somewhere she wouldn't follow. Somewhere I could vanish before I changed my mind. She once said I was obsessive. That I never forgot anything. That I kept a mental tally of everything said and unsaid. Maybe she was right. Because I remembered it all. The dress she wore when she promised we'd never lie. The tremble in her voice. The way she pressed her forehead to mine like our thoughts could fuse. That version of her? Gone. Now there were secrets. Sudden giggles over texts I wasn't meant to read. Changed passwords. Just girls talking, she'd say, but I'd stopped asking. Out loud anyway. I kept up the act, smiled when it was expected, nodded when necessary. And at dinner, while her phone buzzed endlessly on the table, I'd sit there and listen to the sound like it was counting down to something inevitable. Tonight was the proof. The night people don't forget. Anniversaries stay in the body like muscle memory. But she forgot. Or wanted me to believe that. I looked back at the photo she sent. Zoomed in. That guy, slightly out of focus, had his hand on her waist like he belonged there. She'd never let me touch her there in public. I saved the photo. No caption. No explanation. I emailed it to myself. Like evidence. I needed something tangible, something I couldn't excuse away in a weak moment. So I started looking. Slowly. Carefully. For days passed. Not because I was scared, but because I wanted precision. First came her stories. Last month, she said she was at Dana's. But Dana had posted from a baby shower in Seattle that day. Then I combed through our shared phone account. The texts to Kay were oddly, too clean, too rehearsed. That's when I checked the deleted folder. There they were, photos of her at a bar, same lipstick, same expression. A man's shoulder beside her. A tattoo half visible. I searched the tattoo. Military. Former infantry. Honorably discharged. Now a gym trainer. His name was Kyle. She once told me she couldn't stand that name. That made me laugh bitterly. I collected it all. Printed photos. Time-stamped threads. Built a quiet, methodical archive. And I waited. Just for the final confirmation. I bought a burner phone. Texted him, pretending to be from a security firm. Said we needed to verify details before a federal contract could be cleared. He bought it. Sent ID. Then casually, too casually he bragged. Confirmed the affair without even being asked. I saved that too. Filed it neatly. The silence before impact. That's what I wanted. I laid the envelope on the kitchen counter. She walked in. Smiling. Nervous. "What's this?" she asked, voice rising a bit. She opened it. Leafed through the pages. Her expression changed like a time-lapse. First confusion, then dread. The mask slipped. Her mouth opened and closed like it couldn't choose which lie to try first. She started justifying. Said it wasn't serious. I raised a hand, not in anger, just to stop her. It worked. She went quiet. I leaned closer, my voice even. I already booked a flight. To where? She whispered. Away from this. Then I turned and walked out. She didn't chase me. Maybe she understood. Or maybe she was calculating her next move. Didn't matter. At the airport gate, I sent one message to Kyle. She's yours now. Just remember, she lies. Then one final message to her. Don't worry. I won't tell your parents. You can keep being the victim if it helps you sleep. Real power isn't in raising your voice. It's in leaving before they get the chance to beg. It's in never looking back. They could rot in the silence. I wouldn't be there to smell it. I landed where no one knew me. A city of colder mornings and cleaner air. Rented a modest apartment. No memories hung on the walls. No shadows clung to the corners. Each day I drank strong coffee by the window and let the light hit my face like a question I didn't have to answer. I never answered unknown numbers again. Never offered explanations. I let silence become my armor. She taught me how love becomes control. So I took the control back. And the last thing she'll ever hear from me is nothing.